Guys, you are not ready for this. Seriously, I found some stuff that's gonna blow your mind. Like, what if I told you that your laptop camera, the one you're using to watch this right now, could be spying on you? Or that the government, the people who are supposed to protect us, actually poisoned their own citizens? Sounds crazy, right? That's what they want you to think. But I'm here to expose the truth. These aren't just crazy conspiracy theories, these are declassified facts. Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into 10 insane conspiracies that turned out to be 100% true. What if I told you your laptop camera is spying on you right now, or that the US government once poisoned its own citizens? These aren't wild theories, they're declassified facts. Here are 10 insane conspiracies that turned out to be true. Okay, let's start with the one that freaks me out the most: government surveillance. I'm talking full-on 1984 Big Brother is watching you stuff. Remember Edward Snowden? That guy who was like, "Peace out, America," and leaked all those classified documents back in 2013? Yeah, well, he exposed some seriously shady stuff. Like, did you know that the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, basically all the big scary government agencies, were collecting our emails, our private messages on social media? They were literally reading our conversations, you guys. But it gets worse, like way worse. It turns out they could even turn on our webcams, without the little light even turning on. Can you believe that? They were watching us, in our own homes, and we had no idea. I'm not even kidding, look it up. It's all there in the documents Snowden leaked. And you know what the scariest part is? This was all happening back in 2013. Imagine what they're capable of now. So the next time you're sitting at your computer in your pajamas, eating pizza, just remember, someone might be watching. Still think that FBI agent watching you meme is just a joke? Alright, next up we have a conspiracy so juicy it would make even the juiciest Hollywood scandal look like child's play. I'm talking about Watergate, baby. You know, that whole thing where some burglars got caught breaking into the Democratic Party's office back in 1972? At first everyone was like, okay, weird, but maybe they were just looking for some office supplies, but guess what? It turns out those burglars weren't your average petty thieves. Oh no, these guys were CIA agents, hired by none other than President Richard Nixon himself. Their mission? To steal top-secret documents and plant listening devices, aka wiretaps, on the phones. Talk about an invasion of privacy. But here's the thing, Nixon and his cronies, they thought they could get away with it. They thought they could silence the press, cover their tracks, and keep their dirty little secret buried forever. But they underestimated the power of the truth. When the Washington Post started sniffing around, things started to unravel real quick. The Post, with the help of some brave whistleblowers, exposed the whole thing, and let me tell you, it was like a bomb went off in Washington. The scandal rocked the nation, and Nixon, well, let's just say he learned the hard way that you can't mess with the American people and expect to get away with it. He became the only president in US history to resign in disgrace. When the Washington Post exposed the truth, Nixon became the only US president to ever quit in disgrace. Chapter 3. The US government poisoned its own people? Guys, this next one is seriously messed up. You know how during Prohibition people weren't allowed to drink alcohol? Well, the government really wanted to make sure people weren't sneaking any booze. So, what did? They decided to poison industrial alcohol, the kind that's used for making paint and stuff, not for drinking. They added these deadly chemicals like methanol to make it undrinkable. I know what you're thinking, that's insane, why would they do that? Well, they thought it would scare people into staying sober, but here's the thing, they underestimated the desperation of alcoholics and bootleggers. These guys, they didn't care about the poison. They were like, hold my beer, literally. They stole the industrial alcohol, poison and all, and sold it as regular liquor. Can you even imagine? Drinking something that's basically poison? People started getting sick, going blind, and even dying. Thousands of people died because of this. The government tried to cover it up, of course, but the truth eventually came out. So yeah, the next time you hear someone say, don't drink that, it's poison, remember this story, because sometimes it literally might be. Chapter 4. Scientology's secret mission Operation Snow White. Okay guys, buckle up because this next one is straight out of a spy movie. We're talking secret agents, stolen documents, and a whole lot of drama. I'm talking about Scientology, that religion that everyone's always whispering about, and their super secret mission called Operation Snow White. Now, Scientology has always been kinda mysterious, right? But back in the 1970s, they took things to a whole new level. Get this, Scientology agents infiltrated over 136 government agencies. We're talking the IRS, the CIA, the FBI, you name it. They were like ghosts, slipping in and out of these places, stealing documents, planting bugs, and even wearing disguises. Their goal? To destroy any negative records about Scientology and its founder, L. Ron Hubbard. They even wiretapped government officials. It was a massive conspiracy and it went on for years. Eventually, the FBI caught wind of what was going on and let me tell you, they were not happy. They raided Scientology churches and offices all over the country. It was the biggest raid in FBI history at the time. 11 high-ranking Scientologists, including Hubbard's wife, were arrested and charged with conspiracy and theft. It was a huge scandal, and it proved that Scientology was willing to go to extreme lengths to protect its image. Chapter 5. Buried Treasure. The Legend of Eat. Okay, this last one is a little less sinister than the others, but still totally wild. You know the video game E.T.? The one that was so bad it almost destroyed the video game industry? Well, for years there was this rumor that Atari, the company that made the game, was so embarrassed by its epic failure that they buried millions of unsold cartridges in the New Mexico desert. People thought it was just an urban legend, a story that gamers told to scare each other. But guess what? In 2014 they actually dug up the landfill and guess what they found? Millions of ET cartridges. It was like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. The discovery made headlines all over the world, and it proved that sometimes, even the craziest rumors turn out to be true. I mean, who would have thought that a video game could be so bad, it would end up buried in the desert like toxic waste? Wow guys, we've covered some seriously crazy stuff today. From government spying to Scientology spies to buried video games, the truth really is stranger than fiction. It just goes to show that we should always question what we're told, and never be afraid to dig a little deeper. So, which one of these conspiracies shocked you the most? Was it the government poisoning its own people? Or Scientology's secret mission? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. I've got a whole bunch more insane but true conspiracies lined up for you, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single one. So, which theory blew your mind? The FBI's spyware, Nixon's burglars, or maybe the Stone Owl cult? Drop a comment below and hit subscribe because part 3 is coming with even crazier truths they don't want you to know.